Comparative aspects of criminal legislation for criminal offences in the field of economy in Kosovo and some European countries. My determination of this scientific work is the treatment of comparative aspects of criminal offences in the field of economy, comparing some of the standards that some of the criminal codes of several European countries have providing criminal illegal or defense in the field of economy. Having considered that the offences against the economy in represent of risk of tax evasion, loss of public revenue, create illegal material benefits, seriously harm the economy and political development of the country, create informal economy, harm illegal competition, raise of prices and cause major consequences to the financial system of the state and the welfare in general. I reasonably took it in consider to treat the content, labeling, regulation, penalty, police, and illegal criminal protection that states offer, such as France, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Kosovo, Albania, Macedonia, Serbia, and Bosnia and Herzegovina, and analyze measures and penalties that Kosovo criminal legislation and the other referred states provide for the perpetrators of these criminal acts. Standards in the field of economic legislation under the Criminal Code of France. French Penal Code of 1994 has foreseen many offences through which have managed to defend the social and individual values of the French state. Along the General Criminal Offences Code has foreseen criminal offences in the sphere of economy, libelated fund profits and similar acts under Articles 313.1 up to 339. Through these works, France has managed to protect the domestic economy from economic crime that is shaking for most of the countries in the region. Standards in the field of economic legislation under the Criminal Code of Italy. The Penal Code of Italy, like most criminal codes in the region, provides special criminal illegal protection to criminal offences in the field of economy. Offences against the economy. Italy's Penal Code of 1992 had settled in Chapter 7 separate group named crimes against the national economy, industry and trade. This code has adjusted offences against the economy in two parts, in the crimes against the national economy and crimes against manufacturing and trade. Standards in the field of economic legislation under the Criminal Code of Albania. The Criminal Code of Republic of Albania of 1995, with changes made in 2004, has foreseen offences against the economy in the third chapter, will labeling crimes against property and the economic sphere 17. So this code, unlike Kosovo Penal Code and other codes of several Balkan states, has not, and other codes of several Balkan states not treated these offences separately but has tried them together with offences against property. Albanian state has paid a special attention to the crimes against property, and in the sphere of economy because they represent special importance, the criminal legal protection against acts directed against property and economy of the country. Due to inability to present the entire material in recording, I will jump to a brief conclusions that I will come to during the treatment of this work. Given the fact that the offences against the economy pose a great danger to the country's economy, the Kosovo legislature has paid a very important and special attention to these offences for the fact that the Kosovo Criminal Code of 2030 has increased their number to 35 types, were compared with some European countries such as France, Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, and Balkan states. Kosovo leads with the largest number of offences against the economy provided in its criminal legislation. Yet, in my opinion, is that our country has determined a high commitment to fight economic crime, but in practice has failed to do so because it remains among the countries with a very high level of corruption, informal and underdeveloped economy as a consequence of failed and manipulated privatization. During this study, it was noticed that the criminal legislation of states subject to comparison not always had properly divided the group of criminal offences in the field of economy based on material objects. Some of these states have also included offences that, in my opinion, they belong in other groups of criminal offences, such as Italy, for instance, in the group of offences against the economy, has foreseen several offences in the field of agriculture that this spread at plant and animal decision, which I think that they should be treated separately from offences against the economy. Thank you very much for your patience.